maybe just stop the stream. We're gonna put up a recording because it's lagging out a little bit. My internet must be a little slow tonight with everybody being home. So we'll put up part 2 of this as soon as it's all over. I'll upload it just as a video to YouTube. Part 1 will be up. So.
Oh yeah.
Still a sexy belt. Mr. J Mac. Yeah, so this is, look, I know Jay has admitted that he's got a great entrance. I like his entrance. But Jay's admitted that he doesn't enjoy role playing. And I hear him, but I think you got to figure it out, right? Jay is in this show is working a feud against his actual tag team partner and fraction mate, who is also the rookie champion, who I've heard nothing from in a couple weeks. And yet they wrote nothing on this show for the feud. They did nothing, and that's just disappointing, right? I think we have to do better. And I think they watched one of my recent our podcast that we did a couple weeks ago for the very first show, and they got frustrated and upset that we were calling them out. I am calling you out because I think that it's not asking a lot for you to take 5 minutes and write some role plays to build up your feud so it makes sense and that people want to watch the show. And if they watch these shows in order, that they make sense. But it's not calling you out because we don't like you. It's just we're asking you to step up your game. Which kind of brings me to another point that the committee kind of decided tonight that over the weekend for the next card, we're going to roll out some new rules about submissions, some new attribute rules that we're going to give a try just to see. It kind of lets people pick, like, if they want to be a super heavyweight, a heavyweight, a cruiserweight, and then, like, limits on all of those things that kind of make those different and kind of give each, pros and cons. So, look, we're going to give it a shot. We'll see what people think about it, and we're also going to roll out some new tag team rules that I know have been pushed for a little bit, but I'm really going to be pushing tag teams hard. A little bit of a spoiler alert is that the day after the pay-per-view, the card after the pay-per-view, we will be rolling out the tag titles, and I'm going to kind of force you guys. And if it flops, then we'll get rid of them and we won't do it. But I feel like nobody's stepping up to the plate, so we're going to force it to happen and see if people can step up to the plate if we force it. It's funny here. Cactus got off to a quick start, but then quickly J-Mac made his comeback. J-Mac is a cruiserweight, but I don't know, it doesn't look like a cruiserweight, so to speak. He's more of a, I guess, like an AJ Styles type cruiserweight when you think about it. And I probably need to make Cactus just a hair taller because he is a little bit smaller than I want him to be. But yeah, he's definitely a strong style cruiserweight, if anything.
Hard hitting.
Beat the hell out of me there. Mr. Ebarb said he was coming. Yeah, man, he jumped on me there for a little bit. And I will admit, just a personal side note, I don't really talk about my characters that often as I've been way off my game for a couple of weeks here, and then Mania didn't help out at all. I'm super busy for Mania week, but he put it to me. You got to give it to him. It makes me kind of interested for his rookie match because he is the #1 contender for the rookie title at the pay-per-view, which will be Desecration. Problem is, there's like a unique story that they started to tell about them two breaking up, and then the story went away. So Again, tell them a little more of the story, get us to buy in, and I'll be interested to see that at Desecration. Got a good look. We've said that a zillion times. Face has got a little bit of a weird light effect on it, but
like glow.
well, Cruiserweight just punched me right in my jaw. It's kind of funny. Seems like it was a little bit better than a 1-star match so far. The rating system was being tough on us. I thought I could start making a comeback right there. I made him use his reversal, but then I just couldn't hit a reversal. I don't know what my deal was. I just could not hit it. There's 2 back-to-back that I missed.
And down with the redhead.
And there's the 3rd I missed. Yeah, I guess I do have a redhead. He's been smashing me in my teeth as a cruiserweight. There were some weird, like, glitchy things like that just happened in this match. Not a ton of them, but there was a couple weird ones.
Of course, I hate when stuff like that happens. It just throws everything off.
Yeah, it throws your timing and everything off. Of course, Mr. J-Mac is, him and his buddy did get put out with us because we questioned a couple weeks ago their stats, and he was clean, but we have a right to question if we feel like something isn't right. But we all move on, and hopefully everybody will enjoy these new stat rules that we'll roll out. Oof, that was a good move.
A little senton.
I started to make a little comeback here, but it didn't last long. Should have just left him alone right here, but yeah, see, that's where I screwed up. Especially when I'm doing a cruiserweight. Ooh, stay on top of him, Cactus. Come on. I rarely go back and watch my own matches. Do you go back and watch your own matches?
No.
Yeah, it's probably something I should practice more. You see, I felt good. I had a finisher in my pocket. I got 2 colors. I just needed to work that body over. And just couldn't seem to get any momentum. Missed a reversal there. Missed one there. Gotta excuse our popping situation. I need to have somebody on this with me, and Mr. White is still figuring out his microphone thing here. See, look, I made him use 2 reversals there. Should have stayed on top of him, but I just kept missing reversals. I should have rolled out of the ring there, but I was trying to save him. See, there was a glitch that just pissed me off. Like, how do you miss him there? I think he actually, I don't know, I'm giving away spoilers. Let's just watch it. It's much closer than I remembered. I remember him getting up on me pretty bad, but I guess I did make a little comeback here.
At least you came back and put him red before he ever hit a finish on you.
Yeah. Right there. See, I was up on it, and then I needed to use a reversal here, and I just missed it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, B-boy?
There it goes. It wouldn't let me talk for a second.
Oh, I kicked out. See, I should have had him, right? I made him use a finisher, kicked out. I have the up on the reversals, and I just missed them. See, I missed it. I missed one there. Ref gives me a reset. Get him here. And then it glitches out, right? And I'm like, I was so pissed off. I was like, why are... Oh, God, I remember this now. I was so mad right there. I almost threw my controller. Like, there was no reason for it, right? Like, bam, and then I thought I had him. I was like, he's not going to kick out of this. But he does kick out. But now I'm behind finishers. I mean, reversals, and
Oh yeah, there's some more.
He's got the upper hand on me. I should have just charged it. I should have just sat here and charged one. And if he gets me, he gets me. Oh, hell, I hit him with a second? Oh, jeez, that shows you how much I forgot. He kicked out a 2? Oh, that makes me even more mad. Oh. Now he's got me. He's up finishers. He's up everything. Yeah. And I haven't been able to kick out lately. I know you and I talked about that the other day. Like, you can see here, I got come close in the last one, but what are you gonna do, right? You hit 2 finishers, you think you got him, and it doesn't work off. But look, this is my point: is that you can write off losses. You just can. And this is why I'm frustrated with people, is because he just beat the champion. And then he watches the show, and he's pissed off at me that I wrote it off and ignored it, but he didn't submit a role play talking crap about beating the champ. I'm like, bro, that's on you. Like, love you, but I have to take care of my character. I had to write off that loss in some way, somehow, with the role play. You beat the champion, and you didn't role play at all. You got to own that.
Yeah. What you said, you're in control of your character. Yeah. Be in control of your character. Right.
Mr. Aiden with his new outfit, which I do dig. The belt looking sexy. Yeah. New entrance. I didn't realize until the other day how much he looks like Cody Rhodes. Like a young Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
I like the shirt.
Yeah, my new attires, man, I love them. I put a lot of time into.
I love Captain's new attires too.
Yeah. Well, man, we got really lucky with Blake being really good at making logos, and he made all of our new logos.
That's cool. The only thing I didn't like about this is you didn't really, like, I mean, you kind of set up what Still the Show was, but you kind of didn't either. And it, like, I just think a little bit more explanation of, like, I'm coming out with my own show, or, you know, something to kind of explain what Still the Show was a little bit more. I do like it. It's a great name. like you started to, but then I see kind of what you did, and it just was short, and I don't know. It's something though. At least you're trying. Like again, we talked about that before you got here, but I'm frustrated that we're almost a year deep, and 3 people are carrying the show still. But yeah, we do have like Blake, and we do have we have a couple of new guys like Mackie and things like that they're trying. Got a couple of guys who are on break, like our old hardcore champions on break and finishing up school, which is understandable. And the newest Gentlemen's Club member is also on break to finish up school, but they'll both be back by the pay-per-view. And just know, I just want guys to step up their game. I just need more content.
Yeah.
What do we think about Corgi?
I like his look. I really do. I think he's got a good look and everything, and he's going to be something cool to see character-wise.
He's got a good entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good look or an interesting look. Know what? Why?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I just don't know why. Like, like I don't know anything about him. Is he just a freak with paint on his face? Like again, just a 3-minute role play. Like, give me 6 sentences about who the hell this guy is, or at least start telling the story. Like, guys, give us something to work with here. Has he got sunglasses on? I never noticed that before.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I do like this card and the next show, which will come out early next week. Or if guys get me their stuff on time, I could even spit it out on Sunday. So I'm gonna start working on it all weekend. I do like this one right here that we're watching, and the next one that'll come out. That we've got some new matchups, like some random matchups that we haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see these 2 new guys, but I mean, we've played them a few times. Me and Pizza have. They're okay. They're pretty good. But like I said, they still got some OCW mentality with them to kind of break.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I think from what I understand, they're new there too. So.
Yeah, they've already left there apparently.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when I talked to on the Discord, his name's Ace, but his PSN he's using is Happy as Lucky.
Oh yeah.
He said that they were only there for like a month and then they left. They didn't like the way it was.
Yeah, look, the LCW is very good at what they do, but I tell everybody, it is very much an acquired taste. That's a good move there.
Yeah.
I mean, you either fit in and you love it, and it is a really cool place, and they do amazing stuff, and I really love the owner, and I've really met some really cool people there, and it's much more calm than what it used to be, but it's still like you have to fit in. You have to make yourself fit in, and you have to like really invest. But I can also like super respect the fact that they've been doing it for 12, 13, 14 years, something like that, I've got almost 20 years into a Madden league, so I know what it takes to do that kind of stuff. Man, Aiden got up on him pretty quickly here.
Yeah.
Aiden got a ton of new moves. I'm seeing a couple new moves here.
Yeah, once I downloaded that what's it called? Season Pass.
Oh yeah.
For all the new downloadable moves and all that and added stuff.
I'm going to spend some time this weekend catching up on just everything that I've been lagging behind. So new profile pictures, finish up the website, see who's missing bios, and just try to get some new pictures taken of everybody's call, and just update some things I need to update. I asked for people to send me pictures, and that didn't happen at all. I do like the new signature.
Yeah, I really like the signature.
Yeah, I was sad when I saw that you put it on because I saw it and I was gonna put it on as an actual move. That's all you
It's just
snagged as a signature.
something different.
I
Like,
I would be open. Again, you guys don't have to do this, but I'm just like both of you are in a fraction together. But you know, I would be open if fractions wanted to share a signature, right? Like have a signature for the fraction that they all share. And so, if you guys wanted to do something, you're more than welcome to do that.
well, I know the two new guys. They want the same finishers. They each have RKOs, just different variations.
Yeah, I guess I'm more inclined to be cool with it with signature. Finisher makes me a little nervous. I think that the finishers need to be unique and stand out and be different, right? And
I mean, there are some tag teams that have the same finisher. Um, or at least they have two, and they each use one of
yeah,
each, and they'll swap them out.
I guess the Usos kind of do stuff like that.
Yeah, I had to help. What's his name? Elite. He couldn't come up with a name for his call or anything, and so I kind of asked him, I was like, "What's your guy gonna be like?" And he was like, "Well, he's gonna be like this, pretty boy, this and that." I said, "So really conceited," and he's like, "Yeah." So we'll name him Valentine, and you can always do our role plays with like the girl reporter, and always be like, "I'm your Valentine." That can be the catchphrase, but that's what actually what he named his guy was. His last name is Valentine. Now he's like, "I'm gonna use all that. Thank you for your help."
That's
Like,
cool.
no problem.
Yeah, I mean, look, we got guys here that'll help. And Jesus, Aiden raped this dude. Golly, I kind of feel bad about watching this. This is I know spoilers, but this is not the same guy that I played this week. You guys will see it
No,
on the show. I don't know if he's been working on his call or working on his game, but he did not play like this when I played him.
no. What it is, and we all talked about this in our chat, us three. If he doesn't play a couple rounds before his match, he's horrible. So we kind of try to play a little bit before he goes and does his match, so he can just kind of get in tune with everything.
He's got a great call. I need to hear stories. I need to hear who he is, and I am kind of excited. I didn't like the idea of like having these very separate limitations or limits or whatever on like specific body types. But the more I've thought about it, I know that Aiden, Ebarb, you've put a lot of work into figuring out what that looks like, and I'm going to look at it and then show you any changes I might see that now that I've got some time to look at it. But I think it'll be like it gives us an opportunity for us to really make ourselves different and allow like there to be true pros and cons for people being a cruiser, a heavy, a light, whatever.
Yeah.
Aiden had him.
That's it's a tough finisher to reverse. And if you don't reverse it, it's really tough to kick out of.
Yeah. The one that gets me every time is Dustin's knee. I can never know when I'm on the ground if he's going
Yeah.
for his finisher or if he's going for a regular move, so I'll always miss it. I never even try to reverse it.
That's why I like Captain, because people have to guess what I'm going to do.
I love it.
And again, not to give away too many spoilers here, but I think over the next two shows, especially this next one, that it's going to be some serious shaking up going on as we go into the pay-per-view. And I don't know, I think there's some really good things coming as we go. The pay-per-view, like the league after Desecration could look so much different. It just really could.
Yeah.
So again, we were live for the first half of this. Then it was Skippy, so I took it down, and we're just recording the second half. And so you will have to watch this in 2 parts, but the second half will be up here. Just well, but if you're watching this, it's already up. So there you go. I thought this was good between Uptown and Rufus. Rufus is just having a little bit of a hard time right now. We're trying to support him. Health is back is went bad on him, and but I really like both the Rufus character. He's so good at making his call, and
yeah.
Uptown Mike though is just I'll admit I'm a mark for Mackie as a human. He's in my Madden league now, and man, somebody's wires loose or something. But I'm a mark for Mackie, and he just submitted some really good stuff this show, and it just was good. It was all good. Man, one of you popping bad.
I think it's E-Bar.
See, if you notice, I've been taking entrance videos as you guys send them in, and I love Captain's new outfits. He's just going to unveil new ones every couple weeks now. I've got a whole line of them made that guy put hours into making, and they just came out really good. But anyway, Captain has a new logo too that's on his elbow pads that I like. But I've been trying my best to cut out the New Orleans so it doesn't look like it's the start of a fresh show every time. So those are like little tiny things that we can all do to just kind of make the show just feel a little bit cleaner. I like Uptown's entrance.
That was nice.
Golly. Is this your new Mikey, Barb?
Not me, it's
No, I can hear it too though.
Hold on, I'll tell you exactly who it is.
It might be me, but
Oh, it's you, E-Barb.
I don't know, all my
It's lighting up green on Discord whenever it's you. We got Mr. Blake Saban with us. What's up, Mr. Blake?
I got pushed to talk on, so it's not me.
You doing good, buddy? I always get Blake's name always confuses me because if you PM him, he's got one name, then he's got another name in the chat, and then he's like hard to find if you don't type in the right name. And the other day I was like, did Blake leave our chat? And I was like, oh, I was looking under the wrong name. That's why. I am a big Uptown Mike fan. Just Mackey's just such a nice dude, and he's been good for our community, and he's all in, and plus he lives in Puerto Rico, so it's kind of hard not to like somebody that lives in Puerto Rico. Again, I love Rufus. Like, it's such a fun character. We've heard nothing about him though. I have no, like, is he from Texas? Is he an alien? Like, who is he? Is he a caveman that stumbled into wrestling? Like, who is he? What is he? And why is he here? Like, tell us something, man. And again, you know, these two did try to write some roleplay here to show that there's like a feud starting, but they were forced into a tag team by Luna, and yeah, I just want to hear more about Rufus. A Rufus and Tex tag match would be pretty epic.
Well, that's actually probably might happen pretty soon. With our new role play, me and him did together for our match. I kind of made him kind of come out and talk about himself a little bit. So we'll kind of find out where he's from and everything of that nature.
I like tag matches. That's why I can't wait to introduce the belts.
I
This
hate tag matches.
this game is more stable. They work better, and they're fun. Like if you put in the work, we'll introduce the new rules that I'll admit I don't love, but hey, if they make people happy and start doing tag matches, it's worth adjusting our rules a little bit. Right there, like I'm so pissed off I missed it.
What do you think about Uptown's dark ass tattoos?
I don't love them, but I think that's an easy adjustment to work with him on. And then I realized right there, I was like, why can't I tag my partner? I was like, oh, he's too far away from the freaking rope. That's why.
You missed the decimation of the Reaper a while ago.
Oh nah, I made it like at the very end. Like I saw the pin and all that.
Oh yeah, you had to relive it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell Mike needs to just go in there and just turn those down a little bit. That's all. Once again, we're doing a little something different with all due respect tonight. Just figured we'd mix it up a little bit, do a live show. We've got a couple of guys in here watching the show, and I'm going to kind of give feedback, or I have been giving feedback as we go along here. Uptown Mike has at least put in effort, and he's got a great attitude, and he's so enthusiastic about everything. A little worried about Jay Logan. I know he's finishing up school. I know he fights in several e-feds. I was like super pumped about him. I still remember the first night he joined here, and we were watching Great Balls of Fire or something on WWE, and like he was chatting with us, and like I got me really excited about adding him, and then ever since then it's been radio silence. I really don't hear from him at all unless I check on him, and so hopefully once school's over, he won't have as much pressure on him, and we'll be able to see the old go-go come back and with some enthusiasm and some excitement. He is part of the Gentlemen's Club now, and so I'm excited about having him and the rest of the gang maybe go after these tag titles, and then coaching him up and letting him go after maybe that rookie title or maybe some of these other titles that we're gonna let everybody know about here soon. I don't know what went on here. I think it glitched out on me, and people were getting super kicked and misses, and it went haywire for just a second there.
Bro, he just like straight up super kicked the ref
Oh,
with
right in
the
the
ref not doing anything.
right in the jaw. I remember this match now, and we didn't have time to redo it. We were gonna try to redo this match, but honestly, something happened, and there was very little effort from a couple of the people in this match. And as far as role plays, we were going to do a role play together. That didn't happen. We were trying to redo the match for a week, and nobody put forth any effort to make it happen. We were lagging, and so that's why you'll see, especially with me, with Captain, he just stands there a lot, like moving around, walking around when he should be doing a move, because we were all lagging really hard. Um, and like you were pressing buttons 10 times and it would do nothing. Um, so it is what it is. Sometimes those things happen with this game. Uh, at least we didn't get a disconnect. We got a final product. It worked. It made sense. So we went with it. It would have been nice to get a redo though, where we all were not lagging and could have hit our moves like normal. Mr. Captain was getting his butt whipped though. Lag was killing me. That's another thing, not Go-Go, Uptown, if you watch this, I meant to tell you that a little too much outside interference. I mean, you can do some, but, you know, not a lot. Not every single time somebody comes to your corner and sit there trying a boxing match, Mike Tyson them. I was trying to get Jay Logan in this match way before I did. I was struggling. And then I had to get down so you could see what was going on out here because it only records whoever's recording. I still do like Jay's outfit. I wish we knew a little bit more about him. Hopefully after school, like I said, I can write a few more role plays and get to know his character a little bit better. He's the opposite of Blake. Like Blake, we're really starting to learn more about Blake's character through those hired gun role plays, and that's what I want to do with Jay Logan. It's a little frustrating because he doesn't seem to have time to write role plays or be active in chat, but super active on Twitter about his other leagues. And again, I've built this entire community. I built a 20-year Madden league. I look for people who want to be here, and that's one thing I can say about Ebarb and Dustin. The reason they help me run this place is because these guys want to be here. They're invested here, and they do what they can do to make this a great league and a place that they invest in trying to make this a better place. And so that's all I'm looking for. I just want people to do that.
Yeah, well, I see a few of these guys that I can see kind of getting up there to help us start doing a lot more. Blake being one of them. He's come from when he first started in here and helping us out and everything. He's done a lot. I mean, he's made the new entrance video
which we talked about, Blake. We love. It's really great.
Yeah.
The one little feedback that Dustin had that you can chew on would be the blur filter that you used on it. It's probably just a hair too high. And the only feedback I had about it was I missed it until I put it on for this show. Was there's that one tag team that hasn't been here since 6 months ago. That kind of like Indian tag team. Outside of that, I thought it was really cool though, and I appreciate things like that. Just help us, man. It just makes us a better place.
Yeah, I can take that clip out, change the blur filter and all that. I only put the clip in because I thought it just fit with the way the song was.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they do look good.
Yeah.
They're just not here anymore. That's the only thing.
Yeah, they were a huge bust.
Yeah, I mean, that guy was in my Mad League and was part of my board and was like a long-term member here. And he actually left because of a guy who's in the OCW who, with all due respect, is the name of our show, I want nothing to do with and I don't mess with and I kind of stay away from. But he caused a bunch of caca here and caused that dude to leave. And so it is what it is. We got good guys here now. And we're adding more and more. It seems like every week or two, and we'll get it figured out, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a couple more friends in. I met this one guy through Siege. I don't think he fully understands everything you can do on WWE.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I think he said he didn't even know that there was an online. And I was like, damn. So yeah, I'm gonna try and talk him to get in there. There's this other guy that I was in a league with, like when I first got the game, and it was just leagues where there were no rules. You know, you did whatever. It was kind of stupid. It kind of turned me off, and then I saw this. I told you that it was the person that said the sign up process was too long.
Oh, I got
Like,
you.
yeah. I'm gonna try and talk him into it. And I got added to a group chat. I'm gonna try and talk some of them into it. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. It's we have fun doing this, and I want us to kind of, when we first started this just 3 years ago, before Dustin and we shut it down for a little bit, and he and I went to the OCW, which was a good thing. Like, I learned a lot about it, and we've kind of mixed what we learned in the OCW and what we did when we very first started the GFW, which it was called the WWG. Um, this is kind of like a conglomeration of both of those mixed together. But like, I remember when we first started the WWG, there was really like so much excitement, and like I remember we'd all watch matches together. That's before we did a show like this, and so everybody would like watch matches together, and there was like 25 people in the group me chat, and we had like a big committee, and we were doing like these whole takeover things, but we also had like a bunch of hotheads, and that's why that ended really badly, because the hotheads kind of took over and destroyed it pretty quickly. But um, I don't think we have a bunch of hotheads here. We actually have a bunch of really cool people like Blake and like Mackie and um, like a bunch of guys. And so I think we've got just so much potential to just create a really fun e-fed that people can have fun and the rules fit and everybody feel that are fair. We're making adjustments as guys come to us. We're going to, like I said, this weekend we'll unveil a bunch of new stuff that we've been working on for several weeks now and months even. So, yeah, I think the sky's the limit for us, and not many, as far as I know, not many competitive leagues that also do role plays, also do a complete show that you can watch start to finish on YouTube. The OCW does a complete show, but it's a read show, so they have their own website where you read and then you watch each video clip for the matches or for the role plays or whatever. And um, I just like how we do it. I like how it's one show, like a real show. We can sit here and we can watch this together, and I think it makes us unique. So, and it's also not a sim fed. Like, these are real competitive matches, and yeah, we're doing these every 10 to 12 days. But I know a lot of those sim feds that do like all kinds of big things. Like, they take months to put their stuff out. Like, it takes them a month to put out a show, and we're doing it every 10 days. So I don't know. I'm just excited about what we're doing, and I think there's just a lot of potential.
Yeah, I feel like that read thing would be pretty fucking boring.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all the first time either, but you kind of get into it, and you kind of you flow with it. But I do like ours better.
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta read, then click, then read, then click. It's
Yeah.
just that
And
would get kind of tedious.
I really like that we can like all get together and like watch it together at the same time, and not like, hey, did you finish reading that? No, okay, well, wait. All right, did you finish? No. No, like, you turn it on with this website, and we get to just watch together.
Yeah, sounds like a book club.
Yeah.
This was a pretty long match. I didn't realize how long
It was a long match. The Gentlemen's Club kind of owned a lot of it, and then this rivalry over here kind of Baker and Mike made a little comeback here and made it a very interesting match. It's fun to play though. I like tag matches, and if you find somebody that you work well with together and you can like really get some chemistry going and work tag moves like what they're doing right now, like, it's just fun. It's just a fun match. Yeah, it's so funny. Rufus is just, you got to give it to him. That guy has mastered the art of call creation. Like, he's just really good with his movesets and his taunts, and like they just all, you can tell he's really put in the time to figure that out.
Yeah. All of his guys are,
they're great.
All unique, and they're all great, and they're all.
I love how you're trying to hit him over and over, and you never landed a single punch.
The lag was so terrible. It was frustrating and terrible all at the same time. Yeah, he has a I don't even know the word to use, a gender neutral character, I guess might be a good word to use.
Oh, yeah.
That I keep begging him to bring over, but look, he also takes a lot of pride in his characters, and he doesn't want to change things that he would have to change to bring him over. So, you know, I'm not going to fight him about it, and I get it. He made it. It's his decision, and we're also not going to bend the rules to, you know, fit one character. But man, it would be. There's so many funny storylines that could happen between. Like, I can see Aiden still being like very homophobic, and like just so many great things that could happen there.
Yeah, that character is something.
It's hilarious.
We played, I think, 1 or 2 matches against him, and just seeing how he makes that character move and all the moves that he picked for it is just something to watch.
My goodness, this match is never going to end.
Uptown is like all beat up, man.
Yeah, and you can see like that's kind of the angle that they started to work, where they were refusing to tag each other. There's only so much you can do in this game, but you know, they did their best to do it.
Yeah.
They need to bring creative story back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want creative finisher brought back.
Agreed.
If it wasn't as glitchy, if they can make it smooth, I'd be all down for it. But most of them were jumpy and cutty and looked odd.
I used to make one where dude would stand there in front of you, he would just nuts, left kick you in the nuts, right kick you in the nuts, left kick you in the nuts, over and over to the very last move, and then he'd low blow you, and that was it. Like, the best finisher ever. I loved it.
The Nakamura. Oh my God, did you guys see the promo that Nakamura did on Raw?
Yeah.
It was so good. I lost it.
I can't believe he said that. Like, me no speaking English.
It was so good.
Oh, it was awesome.
And then the pop for Bobby Lashley was freaking amazing. People went nuts. It was a fun crowd to be in.
Yeah, I bet.
The pop for Lashley, the pop for Authors of Pain. Yeah, all like really big pops. And there you have it.
That was a good
Rufus Baker and Uptown Mike.
For him to do that.
Yeah, it was a shocker. I thought we had it and we couldn't put them away, and they came back, man. That was not what I was expecting was going to happen, but I had, of course, just lost to J-Mac and just completely not feeling my game at the moment. And this is one of the few games that, like, your confidence and momentum, like, plays a really important role.
Yeah.
But, like, all of this stuff right here, Uptown Mike wrote this. Like, he wrote role plays with the announced teams and sent them to me. And I didn't make any changes. I was like, they're great. I'm just going to post them. Like, that kind of extra effort and time, like, just speaks volumes to getting your character over. And I'll be honest, like, we're going to push guys who do that. You know, guys like, you know, that put in that extra effort, like Blake, right? Anybody who's putting in the effort is going to get opportunities to make the most of their characters. Somebody did approach me. Nobody that's a decision maker. It was like somebody that's in the OCW asking if we would do like a co-working type situation with the PS4 Turmoil show, but yeah, I don't think that their owners are into that. So it was just interesting that people are watching our show and watching our stuff.
Yeah.
I need an updated Aiden picture.
Oh yeah. I even changed his street clothes.
Yeah, I gotta get me some updated photos. They're just a lot of work. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but man, I spend hours sitting there cutting out. You know, first I gotta download all the characters, then I have to go edit them and get the camera in the right spot, take the picture, upload them to Facebook, download them, put them in Photoshop, cut them all out, save them. It's just like it's a lot of work that people don't realize that just spend hours doing.
Yeah, you lost me on the download them because I don't know how to do any of that.
Yeah, just the easiest things to upload them to Facebook, set them as private that nobody, only you're the only one that can actually see them, and just go to photos and download.
Bro, I can't wait till this next show. You get to see all of our new clothes and everything.
Yeah, I think this next show
Right.
should be good.
It's gonna be fun.
There's gonna be like definitely some shaking up that's gonna happen. Who's Blake going against here?
I think it was Tech.
Was it Dirk?
Wait, yeah, I think so.
That's another thing that I wish like I got to do for that other pay-per-view. That was Dustin's idea of recording everybody doing one of their taunts, and then you can like save it as a clip and upload it with no background, and make those like match cards up where they're actually doing their GIF movements that we did for that last pay-per-view. Like, I just wish I had time to do that for all of the shows, right? And upload it. Here's another thing, like Dirk didn't upload or didn't send his entrance. He said he didn't have no time. You didn't have 5 minutes to send your entrance? Like,
Nah, he said he got a new PS4 or something like that.
oh no,
And he didn't have time to remake it.
that I didn't understand.
Who recorded this?
It was Dirt.
He still hasn't turned off his
No,
announcers.
he
Like
doesn't.
we've been telling him since he got in the league.
I'm glad you pointed that out. Send him another message. Like, it's little things, right? Like that turning it off takes like 3 seconds. Like, go turn the crap off, man. I know a couple guys wanted to do their own commentary or whatever, yeah, over the top of it, but I told them they'd have to like practice and show me and sell me on it, because the few I've heard, it just comes across cheesy, right? Like, 'cause they're like, none of us are professionals. Like, I speak for a living, but I'm not a professional radio or wrestling announcer. So it just comes off as like, I don't know. I know that people enjoy it, and I've seen shows that do it. I don't enjoy it, and when I hear them doing it, I turn it off because it just kind of annoys me because it's like you're just overhyping stuff and screaming in a mic, and it just doesn't sound good. And um, but it sounds worse when you leave the game commentary on, and I gotta freaking listen to Michael Cole. See, I don't know what the big difference is here, but like when you watch Jay and Cactus, like he doesn't look like a cruiserweight against a light heavyweight or a heavyweight because Cactus is a heavyweight. But when you see this, like Dirk looks smaller, like he looks like a smaller dude than Blake, and it looks like a different match, right? And um, I don't know. Again, I'm interested in rolling out our new stuff, and all of us, like Cactus is gonna have to be tweaked, and Captain's gonna have to be tweaked. We're all gonna have to like tweak our guys a little bit, depending on if you've decided to go cruiser, light, heavy, super heavy, whatever. Um, but I think it'll look better. Like it'll look more like it should look.
Wait, we can do super now?
Um, you know, we're definitely talking about allowing supers, and I think that we will allow supers after this weekend. Now, there's going to be some trade-offs, right? Like if you're a super, you're going to only have 3 reversals. Like that's going to be the first thing, right? Like, but at the same time, they're like cruisers. They get 5 reversals because they're cruisers. So there'll be trade-offs
Yeah.
on all the ends. But yeah, I think we're definitely going to play with the idea of allowing it. There
Yeah,
was
'cause,
there was a guy that asked to join as a super, and we let him, and he ended up not staying. So, like we've done it in the past, but it's
mhm.
definitely something that Ebarb and Pizza have put in some work, and I think that we have a good starting point to give it a shot, and then say, oh, okay, this isn't working. We need to make some adjustments.
Yeah, Corgi was gonna be one, but obviously I didn't do it because the rule said not to. But I might tweak them now that you've said that.
Yeah, we're going to put some, and this is one thing that Ebarb and I have to talk about that we didn't. Ebarb did a lot of work about attributes, so we just looked at all the attributes and compared, where should we put limits and stuff. And I think the one addition that I'm going to talk with you, Ebarb, and we're just kind of talking out loud here on the podcast, is that I think we're going to add in some height weight limits. And so if you're a cruiser, here's the max height that you can be, here's the max weight that you can be. If you're a super heavyweight, then here's the lowest height that you can be, here's the lowest weight that you can be. And if you're in between, here's kind of where you can be. That way, like, not only is there realistic attributes, but there's also a realistic look to your call and your character. Like we just shouldn't have 6'1" cruiserweights, right? Or
Yeah.
235-pound cruiserweights. Like there should be a definite difference between these guys.
Yeah, no, totally, and that's something I was looking at also.
That's a cool
The
move.
game does allow you to, once you get a certain weight, that's kind of how it
Right.
tells you if you're a cruiserweight, a light heavyweight, or whatever. The weight thing doesn't really bother me. It's the height and
Mm-hmm.
the size you make your guy look like muscle wise and everything. I mean, if you're a cruiserweight and you go and you make your arms and chest all big and your guy's 6 foot, and you don't look like a cruiserweight, you look like
Right.
a light heavyweight or a heavyweight. So become a light heavyweight or a heavyweight.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think that's the one thing that we can't control is what arms, what chest, what legs. Like I don't want to get like
yeah,
that. Like I don't want to start having to go, okay, you need to go change your arms and your chest because they're too big.
no, no,
But
no, and
but we
I don't want to
could
do that either.
but we could change it to where even though the game says 6'1" is a cruiserweight, we're saying if you're going to be a cruiserweight, you got to be 5'10" or whatever whatever limits we put on it, so that we at least have some control over what a cruiserweight looks like, what a heavyweight
Or
looks like, or whatever.
if you want to be a 6 foot cruiserweight, be a very skinny
Yeah, yeah,
6 foot
sure.
cruiserweight.
Yeah.
You know,
which is
That's
like
fine,
what
but
Captain
just
is, right? Like Captain is 7 foot. Man, Blake, I love you, but he kind of stuck it to you there. Captain's 7 foot, right? But he's not a super heavyweight because he's super skinny. So,
yeah.
look, I don't think there's a perfect solution out there, but I do like the direction that we're going, and I think that we'll continue to fine tune it after we introduce this weekend.
Yeah, and I know we're probably gonna make some guys mad, and they're gonna want to complain and want to fight against it and
Oh,
everything.
of
But
course they will.
all in all, I'm not trying to sound like a dick or anything, but go find another league then. We're not.
Yeah.
We're doing this because we want to make the most realistic show we can put out for ourselves and for everything. And
I hate the
we
character. I
just,
still like his entrance.
yeah. But it's like we said, when we first started this, we didn't want cruiserweights and super heavyweights.
Yeah.
We started this with only
Yeah.
light heavyweights and heavyweights, and that's what we made our stat limits
Yep.
for.
And we've
So now that
changed
we
that,
have
right?
these
Like
new
we've
things in,
adjusted
when we're
to open
changing
up
it,
the door for more people.
yeah.
I mean, look, even
So I mean,
tonight we feel like we all got on the same page about making adjustments for more new people, right? When it comes to submissions and stuff. And look, I
yep.
don't love it, but I feel like we found a common middle ground that will allow us to open up the game a little bit more and open ourselves up to more people. What's the back of your
Yep.
jacket say, Dustin?
The lost hippie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's one thing. Like when it comes to us three, as kind of being the, I guess you can say the authority for the league. None of us ever actually all not a single time has all three of us ever seen eye to eye on something.
No,
Like
but
we
we find that
always
middle ground.
butt heads, and we talk about what we think's best for this league and each other's views, and we always come down to something. And it's like I said, whenever we first started looking at doing the cruiserweights, if we were going to change the cruiserweight stat and the super heavyweight stat, I only thought it was fair that we changed heavyweights
Yeah.
and light heavyweight.
Yeah.
And that's why we changed everything. So every single one's going to have a different stat limitation, not just the newest ones that just got made. So everybody's probably going to have to change something, whether it be one or two things or if it's your entire attribute system. But everybody's going to have to change.
And I think with the new rules about submissions that we'll introduce in a couple of days, that people are really going to have to start rethinking like some of their attributes. Like I won't lie, like I hate the submission thing. That's why we've got kind of limits around it, because I think it's just a flawed system. But now that we have found a way to allow people to do submissions after certain things, and you guys will learn about those rules this weekend. But people are going to have to spend some points on that submission defense, because if not,
Oh yeah,
you're going to get tapped real quick, real easy if you get yourself
I'll tell
in
you
a
right
position.
now, Aiden and Tex, both their defense on submissions is 55. It's the
Oh,
lowest
mine
it can
too.
be.
Mine too.
So that's definitely going to be changing. So he's about to be losing stats other places, so I can raise that up, because
Yeah,
I'm
because
not about to be
I've always said,
tapped
like,
out.
if I get to a place where I got to be tapped, I'm just going to be like, I should lose the match anyway. I should have ended the match.
Yeah.
And it may even stay that way still some, but I think it's definitely everybody's going to have to rethink their character for sure in every aspect.
I love how I made him chase me that whole way.
Now, a little spoiler alert, you don't have to say what happened here, but was there a conversation about a planned outcome here, or was it legit, let's go after each other?
No, we always go after each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right in the balls.
We don't care what we're going up against, but when it comes to me and him, we're always going 100%.
There will be some really important new changes coming to this hard tour, man. I can't even talk. I'm so tired. Hardcore title that I'm actually really excited about. Dustin and Ebarb and myself kind of had some talks the other day about the next two cards as we build to the pay-per-view, and some changes that we wanted to do. And I think they're good. I think they're good changes, and I think you're going to see some curveballs that are going to get thrown on this show, and especially the Go Home show for Desecration. Blake, I'm throwing this at you, and you may not have the time, and it's totally cool if you don't. But I don't know if you could throw together like a 30-second to 1-minute video about Desecration, whether it's using clips or like any creative things that come to mind, just like a little promo that I could plug into the show, like a little advertisement for the Desecration pay-per-view. And it really and truly could be anything that comes to your mind. It doesn't have to be wrestling videos. It could be like a horror film clip that you cut out and use. But that would be really cool if you got time to help work on something like that.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
So when this match is over, we're gonna have to talk about Tex.
Oh yeah, what about Mr. Tex? We have to watch the match first.
Yeah, we need to watch the
Okay.
whole match first, and we'll have a talk.
These two guys went at it. Oh, that was a fun move.
Yeah.
Not a lot
They
of,
did.
I mean, a little bit of weapons there for a little bit, but not a ton of weapons here.
Oh, you just gotta wait. At one point, my wife walked in and saw me hit a move, and she's like, "I'm pretty sure you just killed that guy."
We had an elimination match the other night that was pretty fun too.
He knows me so well. I'm trying to break the habit of.
That's
There's
the
a
problem
gap
with all
I
three of
run.
us.
Yeah.
We've all been fighting for years now.
And there's a few times I try to run at him, and he just jumps up and kicks me in the face with a knee. And I'm just like, he knows it's coming every single time.
That's one of my favorite moves. I still think that should be his signature. I will always.
It is his signature.
Oh, is it? I missed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say
I
because
changed
at first it wasn't. And I always
at first
argued.
it
I was like,
wasn't,
that
but
is definitely a signature.
after we talked about it for a while, I changed it back when before he won the title.
Yeah. I just think a Tex and Rufus tag team. Oh my God! I see nothing but beauty there.
Yeah, me and him talked about that, and he kind of saw it also. So we're gonna try maybe when we kick this tag team division out and see how it works. And our RP
Try or
together
not,
went really well.
I might force you guys to do it.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do it, but we did a nice little RP together about Tex and him and everything, and it came out really nice. It starts him out pretty good, so we'll see what happens. But he's still gonna be in that cast for a little while, so he ain't got nothing going on but making calls and playing video games right now.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Dustin White was on the reversals, man. If he could have just hit a couple.
Get him again.
Such a good move. We played a little elimination tag the other night, and I could not drop the weapon. I tried everything. finally,
See, for me, it's O.
I don't know if it was the lag, if it was the game glitching out, but I finally just had to hit the guy enough times where it manually dropped it.
Yeah.
And then I think Dustin promptly kicked me with a knee in the face.
I still love your signature. I think that thing just is perfect for your guy.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it in the DLC pack, I knew.
I've been shocked at how much I've enjoyed the code breaker for Cactus. I think it just fits his character too.
Yeah, it's really nice. Dirk was talking to me about maybe swapping to the. He wants to swap to the TKO as his finisher.
Yeah, he told me. I think he might. I told him,
And
but whatever he does, he's got to make a decision here. Like he can't
yeah,
keep swapping.
well, he also, I was like, I said what you ought to look into is that you can use that, and then as your variation, use the Dragon Slayer,
Mm-hmm.
which is like an RKO into a submission, and it looks awesome. And I was telling him, I was like, honestly, use it. He's like, well, do you think Nate will let me? And I was like, yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't, as long as you use it, the proper way. But I mean, it just looks great and everything works perfectly for his character. It even
Well, you
looks
may,
like it'd be the perfect thing for him.
if you want, you can give him a heads up about what these new rules will look like, and he may want to go that route.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
I'm really going to try to spend some time this weekend, though, just catching everything up, all the profiles, the bios, what's missing, what's not missing, what needs to be updated. And then we'll introduce all the new stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, with the two new guys, Ace is completely good to go. The only one that is elite, he has to still upload his call and
Yeah, that's what he told me.
do his bio and finisher and all that.
Well, these two guys beat the hell out of each other.
No, yeah, it's a great match.
Did it hit 5 stars?
Just watch.
Dustin, did you finish watching that Ring of Honor pay-per-view yet?
I haven't even started it.
Okay.
I started watching Takeover, and I got about halfway through the first
That
match.
ladder match in Takeover was really good.
Yeah, I got about halfway into it, and then...
My wife loved the last match, that Johnny Gargano match. Have you watched all of the Takeover?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. So you don't know who the champion is?
Yeah, I saw the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
The championship match and the last match are the only two I haven't seen, but I know who the champ is.
I'm telling you, that black... oh, man. What's
Kind of racist there, buddy.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black and... God, I'm so tired. I can't think. No, not this. The one that happened several months ago. Velveteen Dream. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a super Velveteen Dream mark as an Aleister Black mark. Like I love both of those guys, but that was by far one of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life. Like that was a legit great match, and I hope those two have another run at it. And they're both young. Like Velveteen Dream's like 22.
I think Alistair's pretty old.
Is he?
I think he's probably early 30s.
Okay.
I'm sure though. Not
It's
too old.
it's just kind of getting to a point though. It's like it's too much talent in this company. Like they can't all be on TV.
Yeah.
Like Bobby Roode was freaking amazing, and he's just being buried right now.
That's because he needs to be a heel.
I agree. So does Charlotte. I'm so over Charlotte being a face. Like I hope she turns heel.
So does Asuka.
Yeah. Nakamura makes me excited that he's a heel. I think he'll be a good heel.
It reminds me of it's already showing signs of him in chaos and just make that type of
Mm-hmm.
different, interesting. It's great.
I am a big Velveteen Dream mark though. I at first I was like, this is the stupidest character ever, and then like the more he talked and the more he wrestled, I was like, all right, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this guy right now. I haven't got to watch it yet, but I seen that that Ring of Honor tag team debuted this Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I heard about it,
Yeah, I haven't got to watch it yet either.
and I saw they changed their name.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's their
It's
name?
to War Raiders.
Yeah, War Raiders.
Yeah.
Vince wants to own everything.
I am hogging up on finishers.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
at one
you
point
were.
you have all 3 finishers and a signature.
And the 150.
I don't
I
like
love how that
unless
chair
I'm
is
not
still
doing it
there.
right, but I don't like when you have more than one finisher that it won't let you just hit a regular finisher. It only like gives you the oh my god version or whatever. Yeah, I know this chair's been sitting there forever. Oof, not no more.
I was so mad right here.
Oh, do you
Oh
smashing?
Lord, it just kicked me out.
Oh, what was it doing? It wouldn't let you smash him?
No, it wouldn't let me do like the little downward hit.
That sucks.
It made me so mad.
I miss 2011 SVR. You could do all that shit.
That whole little sequence right there just pissed me off when I was playing it.
I think right here is where that move comes up. Yeah, right here. This is where Caitlyn walked in and was just like, "Oh my god."
That's awesome. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to go see a doctor. Holy cow, he kicked out. Come on, man. Dustin's got to use some reversals here. There we go. Get him. I love that move. That taunt's awesome. It's so Dustin White. Oh. My God, Dustin's gonna have color on every limb here soon. Such a cool move. Oh, 4.5 stars. The sucky part about this is it was not. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Did you let him up or did he kick out?
I noticed how many stars we were at, so I got up.
That would have been a great ending right there. Playing to the Meltzer rating. How do you do that? How do you carry somebody like that?
X and R2.
Yeah.
I can never figure it out.
It's such a
That
good
saved
reversal
my
right there.
life right there.
You did.
Oh my goodness.
And then you went into your signature. It was just perfect.
Oh, that's your signature. I didn't realize that. Oh man, if you could have got him in the ring before he ran out of the double reversal. Oh, that pisses me off when that stuff happens. Oh, now Mr. Tex. There you go. About to say, you gotta let that man have a clean in.
Oh yeah. Texas is a baby face, Got to make sure I play right with him. If it was Aiden, oh, that was his
Oof.
ass. I didn't care.
Just uppercut that man right in the jaw. Uh-oh. Oof. Super kick. Uh-oh. God, Dustin, would you hit a finisher already? Bam, right there. Oh. There you go. Hit it right there. Right there. Oh, golly.
Purple body. Oh man.
And that's 5 stars.
Through the table. There we go. Dang it. Broke that table. Do you end it right there? I thought you would end it right after the table. Ooh, super kick. I will admit, Dustin, that watching there it is. Watching the Young Bucks in person, like, they are by far the world's best, most creative tag team in the world. Like, they're so fun to watch.
Yeah, they're so fun to watch in person.
Like, I don't know if the WWE would kill them, but it would be so fun to watch them in the WWE, like, with the freedom of being creative and, like, just, like, you can tell they really work at being a team and, like, being creative in the ring about what you can do as a team.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got a little text role play or something right there, but about a 5-star match. This was good. I did enjoy all this. I thought all three of you did a really good job with this.
Yeah, it's some of the funnest stuff I like doing is with all three of us because we all get together and do it at the same time. And it's really fun for us.
I said this at the beginning of the show, but I was trying something new with the fonts here, and the one font's just too thin. So I'm gonna go back with the one font for the next show and make it stand out a little bit more.
I like how you have them from like tallest to shortest.
I didn't do that on purpose, I don't think. I did like the story here at the end. Definitely worked for me.
Yeah.
The Cajun Mafia. And there you have it. That is your show for this past week. Overall, give me a grade: A, B, C, D, or F.
No, man, I thought it was a solid A, to be honest. A lot of great matches, a lot of good role plays, so I was happy with it.
I'd say it's probably a
Agreed.
lower A, upper B. Just along the lines, it had some good matches and stuff. Had some good role plays from the people that did them, but with the characters and with everyone on the show.
Yeah, I'm giving it a B minus for the same reason that Dustin just said. Just I want to see more. And there's just some missed opportunities for role plays, and overall solid show though, good show. I wanna see this show. We got a couple more days before your stuff is due. Yeah, you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get me your stuff as soon as you know you're done, so I can start putting the show together. But build some excitement for Desecration. I have a logo, Blake, that I'll actually send you tonight. But we'll get a promo on there, and look, just lots of good stuff that we can work on. The pay-per-view's coming up. We need to get some excitement to it, and I think what we have planned is going to do that. But you guys have to play your role, and I've also been taking time to PM guys directly and say, here's where we're going with you. Here's what I need from you. Start working this angle, and so hopefully that'll help just kind of handhold a little bit more, and we'll get there. But good watch party, man. This was fun. Something different, with all due respect, and we'll get this posted. And overall, it was a really fun night.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in a couple of days for the new show. Peace.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good one.